Outlast has this history of creating those very iconic enemies, and I feel like fans are expecting us to deliver those iconic enemies again in a different level. We tried to kind of figure out how the infection is gonna work in the characters with all the new mechanics and with all the new abilities that we have, but we don't wanna make it like too high in terms of technology, because in the 50s, everything was a little bit more limited. My job is basically kind of trying to do a lot of the research of how make something that looks high-tech look like low-tech and give this 50s twist to it. And it's pretty fun because at the end of the day, I have a lot of possibilities of creating those characters and trying to portray a little bit of their daily basis. My favorite character, it's Gooseberry. I was completely intrigued by her story because she is this TV show host for kids. But like off camera, she has this whole like dark side, and she's supposed to look like motherly looking. She's supposed to have this like motherly feel for kids, but in reality, when you look at it, it's a completely different story. Because it's an Outlast game, it needs to feel off in a way. Like he had this super jolly face, that she's pretty, she is perky, but her face needed to be removed. And we had all these like references of prostheses of people that go to war and they lose their face, they have their face burned. And the couple of first sketches, it was already way too off, and this is something that we wanted to avoid. You know, we had something, but it was not there. So the moment I did the third interaction with her was the moment that they were like, all right, we have something there. Gooseberry is a double character. She has major daddy issues, and the puppet is the full representation of her father, which was a horrible person. And from there, we passed it over to the 3D team, where they did an amazing job portraying her in her most beautiful way. Coyle is our second prime asset in the game. He is this police officer with a very distorted notion of law. Whatever you think it's right, he's gonna put his twist on it. He likes to torture his victims with electricity in many different ways. He has this sort of fetish of sexual assaulting people with his baton. Coyle is not only about the mechanic of playing, but also the background and his twisted ways of showing law.
Thank you for volunteering for the therapy.
There's a lot of anxiety on my part because creating a game takes a lot of time, and creating those characters, making them come through and like, you know, shine. It takes a long time because it's a collective effort. Animation, effects, programming, you know, until we actually see the full thing, it might take like 3-4 years, if not more. Because these are very important characters at the end of the day, and you know, it's a lot of work.